Hey, welcome back everyone. This is going to be another video on files and exceptions. So the first one, we're going to add a couple different things. We're going to talk about how to search them, but right now, let's get on how to display the file. Now we know how to open the file and look at the text file. So let me get and right click and clear this and empty this right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a new file. And this file right here is going to be, let me see here, we want to display the file, and then we want, okay, so let's right click, new file. So we call that one inventory, so I'll just keep it going in that same one inventory, and I'll do underscore display .py. So I'll keep the same. Oh, I guess that was called add new records. That's fine. Let's see here. The first thing that we want to do is we want to program. This program will display the contents of the file. So what we're going to do is we're going to display this guy in the code, which will be down here. So alright, so I'll do a main, and now I'm going to say get the name of the file, and how I do that is file name is, you call it what you want to, file name is a pretty good name, equals input, and you'll enter a file name. So in your case, you're going to enter the one inventory.txt. Now we need to, after we got that, we discover where it's at, we need to open the file. So say we call whatever, I'll say open file equals open, and then the name, file name, we have file, oh, not that, we have file name, I was going to pick it up, and we want to have R. So you remember when we went, I'll go back to, remember we went back here and we added an A here, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to open. We're doing the same thing here. Only difference is we did an A for append. This time we're going to do an R for read. Alright, so we're going to read the file, and then we're going to read the file's contents. And when we read the contents, we're going to say contents equals open file, and that is .read. Alright, so now we're reading it. Now we need to display the contents. Alright, so now we need to display it, and how we do that is, once again, we take the name of our file, we call it open file dot, actually, let me see, we opened it, need to print it, so that's me. So we want to print contents. So what we're doing is, recap here, file name equals, we'll enter one inventory.txt, open file read, so we're taking that file name and saying we want to read it, we want to read all the data there, and then we come up with another variable called contents, and we're saying, hey, we want to grab this variable right here and .read it. Allows us to read whatever content, because right now this variable has that data in there. We want to read that data now, and now we just want to print it out on the screen. Last but not least, well, we still got one more. We have to call the function. We'll do a name of the file, which is open file, and we need to close it. Oh, jeez, I'm doing that there. Close the file. That's not going to work there. So let's try it here. So now we close it. And the last thing we need to do is we need to call the function. And how do we do that? We call the main. Now I call it main. You can call it anything. So let's see if this bad boy works. All right, run inventory display. Enter the file name. All right, you know, I don't like that right there. So let's put a colon here and add some spaces there. That way we have some type of spacery. All right, Perfect. All right, so now I'll enter wine inventory.txt. There you go. Look at this. Look at that. It read our file as we had. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, why would you want to read a file? So let's say that now, you're creating a file for some reason, but let's think about why you want to read a file. Maybe you have an application online and you need to read the data from the order from the day before. So let's say that you have a point of system, a POS, and you have somebody working the register front. They come to the winery, they get all these bottles, they input it into the system. That's fine. So now it's in the system. Now you have this other application that automatically goes out and says, hey, let's check who got what orders yesterday, right? So now it goes out, reads this data, takes it and puts it somewhere else. Maybe sends it to another file or another department. But this is a way to open a file, read it, and do what you need to do with it. So let's see here. What else? That's pretty much it. So if you, let's try one more thing. So let's run this and see what happens if we enter a file that doesn't exist. So let's say we call it wine.txt. You see right here, you see what happened here? It blew up. Now, if you were creating I wish I had a website that I could go to that blows up. But if you go to a website that blows up and you get some type of, let's see here, let me give you an example. 1 second. I'll find a new window here. See if I can find an example of a website. Website that crashes using .NET. .NET is the worst. If they don't have anything. Let's see here. They usually have a good. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. So .NET screen that blows up. .NET is a interface for Microsoft. It's a programming language for creating website development. As you see here, it gets this nice ugly error message. This is not what you want. So like if we go back to this right here, this is what the user is basically going to see. We as a developer do not want the user to see that. Now that's the ugly one there. Now you could put something in front of it to prevent it. So let's say Java, actually let's do Python website crashes. Let's see what theirs looks like. All right. No good examples here. You know what? Let's see. Java is a good one because it looks just as ugly. Let's see. It just had it happen yesterday to me at my other job, and let's see here. Can't find a good example. That's not what I want. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter, I guess. But what we wanted to do is we're going to talk about how to, in the next video, we're going to talk about how to add a try, an exception to it. All right, so that ends this video. If you have any questions, please send me an email on YouTube, and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching. Good day.